get you centered. This is like the first time I've actually recorded at daytime because I actually have the time during the day. Hey guys, so I have cracked the code for the perfect work-life balance schedule. So as many of you guys know, I work for myself for past like year and a half, and it is so hard. If you're anything like me and you are the type of person that has no self-discipline, no structure, and no routine, because all your life you have gone to school at a certain time, people have told you what to do, how to do things, you've gone to work and your boss tells you what tasks you have to do, you know, you have to be there for a certain time out of the day. It just, when you have to do it all on your own, it is so hard. And emphasis on the so hard, because it really is. It's so hard to kind of create that schedule for yourself and really hold yourself accountable for those things. And so I'm here to tell you guys my little secret on what I do to have a perfect work-life balance schedule. Okay, so I feel like this type of technique can go across the board, whether you work for a company, you're going to school, you're a college student, or if you just work for yourself. This can definitely apply for you. So the first thing that you want to do is that you want to get a monthly calendar of some sort, something that will display every day of the month. Let me just go get mine real fast. I'll be right back. This is mine. I'm not gonna let you read it. Don't try to pause the video. Basically, I have this calendar and it shows every day of the month, and what I like to do is I like to go in and, hold on, not centered. And what I like to do is I like to go in and write down main tasks that I know that I have to get done that day. So this goes into days that I need to upload, days that I need to restock, days that I need to package orders, all that type of stuff. I go ahead and I will mark those down, and so that I have like a main focus for that day. You don't have to do it like every day. Like say for example, if you go to work from Monday to Friday, you don't have to say work. I mean, unless you want to. You really want to write down like main tasks for the entire month. That's what I've done here. And then once you have your monthly schedule kind of there and spread out, you want to go ahead and create a weekly schedule. So how to create a weekly schedule is that you want to first set working hours for yourself. I mean, I feel like if you have a job that you go in, you know, a 9 to 5, then you would just put, you know, you're working at work 9 to 5, and that's when you work, and that's the time that you focus on work only. For me, I obviously don't have a actual working hours, and so for me, I've set up my own working hours. And the key to this is that when you're working for yourself, you want to be as realistic as possible, because if you're not being realistic with yourself, it's not gonna work out. And I've tried that the entire year of 2020. I was trying to wake up at like 7 in the morning, and I would schedule tasks that need to be done by like 9. So realistically, I'm not a morning person. I've never been a morning person. When I would actually end up waking up at like 9 or 10, I would wake up and I would feel so like in a panic and a failure, because I would have something due at like 8:30 and it's 10 and I just woke up, and so I already feel so behind for the day, and it's just not a good feeling. Like waking up in panic mode, it's just not good. So don't do that to yourself, and schedule times that are the most realistic for you. And so now what I do is I'll wake up around 9 or 10, and I actually won't schedule anything until after 12, because after 12 I'm actually awake. I've had time to drink coffee and maybe like journal, just have my own me time before I actually start working. And so I think that's the perfect time for me. That's what works. Being realistic with yourself is going to be the best way, because then you feel really good about yourself and you're the most productive. Next is the most important thing. Like, this is the key. If you use anything out of this video, use this tip. So you want to set days for working and activities. And what I mean by this is actually labeling the days of the week. For example, if you have your own business, then maybe on Mondays, you'll do emails, you'll do a catch up for everything on the weekends, and then you'll package your order. Tuesday, you'll actually ship out the orders and also make that your inventory day. So when you label days of the week like this, really help organize your thoughts, and it helps with what you're actually supposed to do for that day. So my method before was just so unorganized. Like, I'll have a day where I needed to package and process orders, ship them, and then also create some product on top of all these other little things that I had to do. And I really expected myself to get all of that done. And in reality, it was a lot harder. It took a lot more time than what I initially thought. And so I never felt like I actually got everything done that I needed to get done, because I was trying to pack it all on these days. And I was honestly putting too much pressure onto myself to get these things done. It's just so much easier when you have a day for packing, you have a day for shipping out products and doing inventory, you have a day for creating products. So once you have your work days labeled, then you can go ahead and add in your own personal activities. So for me, I absolutely hate Mondays. So I always told myself if I had the opportunity to make my own schedule, I would not work Mondays. So for Mondays, I always try to keep it very chill, not have too many tasks to get done. It's almost like my catch-up day, like doing the small tasks that I didn't get done. So during the week, you have your work tasks that you do, your working hours, and then a personal activity or task that you do after you work. I find that when I label my days to get things done, it's just so much easier to create a routine, because I know on Tuesdays, that's the day that I'm gonna clean my house and the day that I'm also gonna take inventory. It really helps eliminate the burnout, the stress, and just feeling overwhelmed, because if you don't have that natural self-discipline, it's really hard to create that routine that actually works for you and that is actually very productive. Next, I want to talk about organizing it on a daily basis. So we already talked about your monthly and then your weekly. Now we're going to talk about organizing your daily tasks. So what I use is this success journal. Like, I've always used planners before, but I feel like they always have a ton of extra stuff that I never use, you know, like sections of the pages that just never get used, and they're just kind of there and they take up unnecessary space where I could probably have more space to what I actually need. But what I love about this journal is that it actually makes sense. Like, everything makes sense and everything has a purpose. So here is what the inside looks like. Right here in the top corner, we have today's top priorities, and this is a game changer, guys, because when I would do to-do lists, I would never make anything a priority. And it was so bad, because it's like, say I needed to make a YouTube video that day, but I also needed to clean the house and pick it up and everything. I would always end up cleaning the house before I actually filmed the YouTube video, and you get sidetracked and you have to do all of these other type of things where it's like, wow, I just wasted all of my energy into cleaning the house that I have no energy to film. It was so backwards. It was really, really bad. So what I really like about this is that you get to write down your priorities. So it's like, if you had to get something done today, what would it be? And I would go ahead and write that in here, things that it's like, I absolutely need to get this done if I got nothing else done. And then for all the other small tasks, you would just put it in your to-do list, and there is a schedule section right here. I really like this because sometimes I'll schedule out like things that I need to get done in the morning, afternoon. Really helps me visualize what my day will look like. The next one is the goals for the day, and so, you know, you could put like a sales goal, or maybe you want to grow your Instagram following, so you're like, I'm gonna engage with 10 people today. And then we have today's affirmations, and you know me, I'm really big on words, and I like to have some little words of encouragement for myself, and so that's when I will go ahead and place that there. That's basically the rundown of how to really create yourself a routine that actually works and be really productive on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis. I went ahead and broke it down in 3 different sections, but I actually used this entire process. So I really hope that this video helps you guys. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because why not? It's free, and then you also get bragging rights, so when I do blow up, you can say like, oh, I was here when she had like 20K subscribers. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.